Hi, Kat.
Hi, John.
How are you?
I'm dry, which is
You're
good
dry.
in this case.
In this case.
How are you, John?
I am also dry.
Oh, good.
That is good because many of our fellow Californians are not. So to them, I say, here's a towel.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I have to say, Kat, like when Facebook suggested that I mark myself safe from, quote,
Jesus.
the storm in California.
Right.
I want to point out that it's like 1/5 of the population of the United States lives in California, and it's very tall. It's a tall state.
It's very tall.
So to refer to the storm in California feels really weird. Like it's
It is strange. It's a weird way to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think it's because these atmospheric rivers, which are like they just made them up. Like why had I never heard of an atmospheric river before like a year and a half ago?
Yeah, they
right?
just put two words together.
But apparently there's the northern atmospheric river that goes right into SF, and then the southern one that goes right up our butts here in Los Angeles, and not in a fun way.
No. It's like a colonic. We're getting a colonic, John.
We sure are. A warm Pacific colonic. Yeah. Yeah.
Pineapple.
But express. It's real
Yes,
fast.
it's really fast.
Colonic.
So.
And sweet. And if you get too much of it, it tears up the roof of your mouth. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, we had some big puddles in the front yard.
Oh, sure.
Yep. But we're doing all right.
That's good.
Nothing in the house.
Thank goodness.
Ooh, yes. Goodness.
Puddle Watch 2024.
Right? We will rebuild. So, Kat, what is it would you say?
I mean, in my opinion, we're recording a podcast.
Okay, I concur with that opinion.
Great.
We are, in fact. But Kat, while we agree on the fact that we are doing a podcast, do we agree on what that podcast is about?
Well, let's do this. I'm going to count to 3.
Okay.
And then so 1, 2, this is a test. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And on 4, the silent 4.
Right.
We're going to say what the podcast is about, and we're going to see if we agree.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This isn't a test this time.
This is not a drill.
I'm going to count.
Wow.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You sure you're ready?
Kat, I could not be more ready.
1. Do you remember you remember what we're saying, right? At 4? Remember what we're saying?
The silent 4, we're going to say what this is about.
Yes. Okay.
This podcast that we're recording right now as you're counting.
Great.
Right before you're counting, actually.
Well, okay. Should we start? Do you want me to explain this again?
No. Let's do it. Kat, I'm ready. Come on. Don't
Okay.
Don't make me wait any longer.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Mistakes.
Crazy bullshit.
Oh, well. I mean, kind of.
Kind of. Okay.
Crazy bullshit.
Crazy bullshit mistakes? I mean, am I wrong? Can you really say that I'm wrong?
No.
Okay. All
You're
right.
rarely ever wrong, John.
Oh, okay. I'm only ever technically right, which is the best kind of right. However, yeah, people have been technically right and legally dead.
That's true.
As a result, it happens. It has happened. Not to me.
No,
not yet.
Not yet.
I've never been technically right about anything that severe.
That's good.
That's good. Yeah. So that's what this is about. Mistakes. My crazy bullshit. Your crazy bullshit. The crazy bullshit of people throughout history. Crazy bullshit of guests who come on and talk about their crazy bullshit on this podcast. Am I missing anything?
Crazy bison bullshit.
Crazy bison bullshit. Crazy airline bullshit.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, crazy crazy bullshit in the news.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Crazy bullshit down under.
Down under. Yeah. All of that. So should we just change the name of the podcast to My Crazy Bullshit? I don't think it's kind of clunky.
It's a little clunky. And I mean, think of all the rebranding we'd have to do, John.
Yeah. I might have to spend another 5 minutes designing a logo on one of those free logo websites.
Yeah, I mean, let's, why rush into this,
Exactly.
No.
We got a good thing going. We got dozens right now. We don't need to jeopardize that, Kat.
No. Let's not go there, John.
And we've added almost another couple dozen just in the last 3 weeks.
Well, that's exciting. That? Should we say a big shout out to the new dozen?
Well, yes, to you. I want to get actual up to the second results here. All right, to you, the 23 new subscribers.
Oh shit!
That we have gotten since January 12th of 2024. We welcome you.
Welcome.
Thank you. It was a we. I was waiting for you to do welcome as well, Kat.
I know. I'd say welcome, and also you're welcome. Also, hey, give us a chance. Give us a shot.
Hey, give us a shot.
Yeah,
hey, maybe this isn't your favorite podcast on this episode.
Yeah, and that's
fine.
The
next one might be great.
It might be great.
Idea.
And you have, when you subscribed, you opened your world up to like hundreds of episodes of this podcast.
Literally hundreds.
And there are some good ones.
Some people like all of them.
Some people do.
I think most people don't.
No.
But everybody likes some.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I feel good about saying that.
I do too.
Some people like some.
Yeah. No, I'd go with everybody. Everybody likes at least one.
Okay.
Everybody who's ever listened to all of the episodes of our podcast has liked at least one of them. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, I think. Okay, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
right.
Good.
Okay.
All right, well, I think we've gotten the opening banter out of the way there, Kat.
Whew. Thank God.
I know. It's always the toughest part, So yeah, I have at great personal expense and spending of time, I have Kat come up with some fodder for a little thing we like to call the Oops Files. Oops Files. Also, the rain is pounding down on my roof right now, so that's
Is
fun.
it?
Yeah, it is.
That is fun.
Yep. Okay.
And of course, shout out to Ann Hicks-Bleeker
who composed the theme song you just heard.
She's our composer.
That's right. There's no oops there.
No, sir.
None. So yeah, Kat, today I am I have done my research from a little publication called cityweekly.net out of Utah. This is their creme de la weird section.
That's adorable.
Pardon me?
That's adorable. Creme de la weird.
It's the creme de la weird. It's the best of the strange.
All right.
Yeah. So and I think you're gonna like some of these, and I want us to I want you to feel free to interrupt, talk about, ask questions. Now here's the thing. Unless we want to do further live research, I'm probably not going to be able to answer most of your questions because these are blurbish. Okay. I'm talking like a paragraph, it's the way I like it. It's like you get in, get out.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Set up, punch.
We can certainly, if it seems necessary, we can do some live Googling, and then Ann can snip
that out and make us seem like we're really good at what we do.
Yeah. She does every week.
As opposed to the reality.
It's a fucking shit show over here.
I mean, oh boy. Okay, Kat, the first of the several stories that I have for you. Because some of them might be cut, so I'm not giving an exact number.
That's smart.
This one is titled Repeat That's a real name.
Off to a good start.
Apparently. Zeddy Will, 22, a musician in New York City,
Okay.
made headlines for not only impregnating 5 different women, but hosting a baby shower on January 14th for the whole gang.
Oh, no.
The New York Post reported, oh, well, see right there. I ain't buying none of this, but we're going to go on ahead because it seems interesting.
Okay.
One of the moms, Lizzie Ashley, 29, posted a group photo of Will with the baby mamas on TikTok with the caption, "Welcome little Zeddy Willis," or Wills, sorry, 1 through 5. Are they all named Zeddy?
I hope
Wait.
not. That would be... You'd be bearing the lead if that is the case.
Well, I mean, welcome little Zeddy Wills, 1 through 5. I mean, like, Zeddy Will is his name, so that's plural. Wow. Okay, this guy sounds like a cult leader to me now. Ashlia, it's Ashliegh. It's like I don't know.
It's not Ashley.
I'm going to say Ashley.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was I would have said Ashley. I don't know. Could be wrong. Maybe. Let us know, people. Write in. Let me know. Do you know someone named Ashley?
Shout out in the comments.
That's right. And you could email us, which we love when you do.
We do.
At mymistakepodcast@gmail.com. Do that, please. Okay. So anyway, Ashley said all the moms have quote, accepted each other because it's, quote, better for the little ones. We love our baby daddy. Will's manager put spin on the situation. Society has shifted, and in turn, so has modern relationship dynamics. The essence lies in redefining relationships personally, breaking away from the one-size-fits-all approach and societal pressure to conform. Oh, boy. That's a manager right there.
Yeah, putting spin.
Because seriously, it's like, oh yeah, spin. He's defining his own relationships. Isn't that great? And it's like, no, because there are children involved.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, 5 of them, and I'm betting the musician, because I've never heard of him. Now that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I'm sure there are very rich musicians of whom I have never heard.
Sure.
But I bet he doesn't have enough to raise 5 kids.
Probably not. And you said he's 22.
Yeah.
I think he's just getting started, John.
He's
gonna have a baseball team pretty soon.
Who's that? Is it Nick Cannon? Who's
I think so.
Somebody? Yeah. Like he's giving him a run. It's like
he's trying.
Yep. Okay, well, go get him Zeddy and somebody give that guy a vasectomy.
Please. Speaking of snip, please.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So that's our first oops file.
Okay.
And that guy, 5 oopses. Like, here's the thing that's really crazy to me. Are all of these women, like, are they pregnant? Have they given birth already? What's the,
is the photo attached? Can you see this photo that they speak?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not, unfortunately.
Well, that's annoying.
Okay. Yeah, he is a musical artist. And he has an Instagram. Let's see.
Of course he does.
Let's see if that photo is included. Well, it doesn't look like I'm not seeing it on the gram here.
Oh, right. That's okay. You can abandon ship. It's fine.
Yeah, he's 22. Definitely 22. But yeah, so like my question is like, did all of these women become pregnant at approximately the same time? Because wow.
Because wow.
This guy's he's fertile. He's fertile.
There's no doubt about that.
Nope. All right, let's move right on to our number 2 oops here.
Okay.
And this one is really an oops. Least competent criminal.
Great. Already love it.
And I stated to Kat, she has not heard these stories yet, but I did state that way too many of them originate in my the state of my childhood, which is Indiana. So Justin Carpenter, 25.
Okay.
Apparently your 20s is when you do a lot of dumb stuff. Really wanted some fried pickles from Buffalo Wild Wings in Lawrence, Indiana on January 14th. But Kat, he arrived after closing time.
Oh, okay.
The smoking gun reported.
Okay.
Thinking fast on his feet in spite of his ankle bracelet from a previous drug arrest.
No.
Yeah. Carpenter offered a barter exchange. Marijuana, cocaine, ecstasy, and vape cartridges for the savory treats.
Cha-ching.
Quote, "If you make us some fried pickles, I'll make it worth it," he allegedly told workers, 2 of whom were minors. He didn't get his pickles, but he left 3 bags of marijuana on the counter saying, "Give those bags to the kids."
Wow.
Police tracked him to a nearby gas station where they found more drugs and paraphernalia in his car, and he was arrested on multiple felony charges.
I'm guessing they found some cocaine, some ecstasy, and maybe some vape cartridges.
Yeah. Everything but the weed that he said,
That he
"Give it
loved."
to the kids."
Okay.
He's like drug Santa.
He is like drug Santa.
Mm-hmm. This is here's the thing. Kat.
Yes, sir.
I feel like if you're this guy, you've heard of DoorDash, right? I mean,
Yeah, I would think so.
yeah. Like, and here's the thing: if you just stayed home and hit up DoorDash might have been able to get there before they closed.
That's true.
And they sure as heck wouldn't have left 2 bags of marijuana on the counter for a couple of minors.
Probably not.
Yep.
Where was this? What state was this in again?
This was in Indiana.
Oh, this is Indiana.
Kat.
Okay.
This was in Lawrence, Indiana.
They have DoorDash there, right, John?
I mean, DoorDash exists in Indiana, yes.
Okay.
Probably Uber Eats as well. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have all been fine for that dude. Now he's got multiple felony charges. And what I found interesting that was the talk about burying like a bit of a leak. He was wearing an ankle bracelet from a previous drug arrest, so he wasn't supposed to leave the house in the first place. He's under house arrest. Actually, I guess no. I learned that from. You can, if you have a substance problem, they have these ankle bracelets that can actually detect if you like drink alcohol.
Shit.
And some other things. So that's something that they can do now. It's like
Fun.
Yeah, great. Anyway, Justin Carpenter, we salute you.
No, John.
No, we do not.
We do not.
Nope.
And so, I'm keeping track of all these, and I'm going to be, ranking them.
Oh, good.
In order of, the number one idiot.
I like it. I like it. I mean, the first one, like, I think maybe he's just a real optimist. He just thinks things are going to only get better, and these children are all going to be living great, happy lives.
Yeah, he's just spreading the love, man.
For shiz. Okay, our next story, Kat.
Yes, sir.
Truth is stranger than Netflix.
Okay. Strong title.
We'll see. Graduate research assistant Jeremy Smalling, 45, faces charges of operating a meth lab at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. KTVI-TV reported on January 24th. In November, a professor noticed something suspicious in the campus chemistry lab and alerted authorities, setting off an investigation that uncovered hundreds of attempts to buy pseudoephedrine over the last 10 years, 45 of which were blocked. Detectives tracked Smalling as he bought supplies in other cities. He was charged on 4 felony counts and denied access to campus facilities. I don't think that's going to be a big problem. I don't think they're going to have a hard time keeping him off the campus.
No.
First off, I want to say to Jeremy Smalling, congratulations on going back to graduate school when you're 45.
That's great. He's 45. That's great, Jeremy.
He's 40.
It's never too late.
Well, it is now. But,
it is
but it
now.
wasn't then. And I have to wonder, did he go back to school simply for access to a lab in which he could then cook the meth?
Absolutely, John.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's what's going on.
It's like kind of a baller move, except
Right?
you're not supposed to get caught.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a Breaking Bad spinoff or something.
Yep. And it's interesting. They don't say what, because a professor noticed something suspicious in the campus chemistry lab.
Was it all the meth, John?
It was a bunch of boxes of Sudafed.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. They're all cut up and thrown in the trash. But oof. So yeah, and it's weird. They say truth is stranger than Netflix. Has Breaking Bad ever been on Netflix? I don't know if it has, because I'm assuming that's the reference there.
I mean, maybe.
It feels clunky. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a stretch. It's definitely a stretch. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, now I can hear the rain.
Oh, see, it has moved east toward you.
It's hauling ass.
Yeah. I don't know why I got a weird visual of the rain grabbing its own ass and just traveling fast.
Yeah, just like.
All right.
Okay, sorry.
So if you can hear me over the pounding of the rain,
Yes, indeed.
on your roof, our next story is titled "But Why?"
Okay.
Okay.
Cute.
HomeDepot.com is offering an, quote, authentic William Wallace sword, the Indianapolis Star reported on January 24th. The 40-inch long weapon is modeled after the one Mel Gibson used in Braveheart. Home Depot's description of the item, sold only online, declares, "Reclaim your freedom from the tyrannical English king," and highlights the leather sheath that you can attach to your belt. Strangely, you can also find a sword online at Walmart.com and Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Hell yeah.
While Home Depot says the sword is for decorative use, one reviewer notes that, quote, "just a few passes with a whetstone can sharpen the stainless steel blade right up." Charge.
I love this.
This is. I mean, it seems this is just an invitation to all of the Jeremy Smallings and the Justin Carpenters.
Sure.
Maybe not the Zeddy Wills, but yeah, to those people to just like, yeah, let's buy a 40-inch long sword.
Sure.
And no harm could come of that.
I mean, John,
What could
you
go
and
wrong?
I both know it's not hard to get a sword in our in society today. It's not hard at all.
It's
No.
not. But it should never be so as easy as going to Walmart.com or HomeDepot.com and having it delivered. You should at least have to go out of your house to a place so people can look you up and down and be like,
Judge
should I
you.
give this guy a sword?
Yeah, should I be doing this? But you can just go to Home Depot and get a machete and an axe and a hatchet. Like, it's like, what's the difference? Sure, here's a sword.
This is a sword, and I'm sorry, but it's associated with Mel Gibson, and people who still like Mel Gibson at this point, I don't like those people. I don't. I'm not a Mel Gibson fan.
Okay,
If you get my drift.
I think I do.
Okay. I'm glad you do, sugar tits.
Don't you dare. What I would say is that, John, maybe these are just history fans. They love a historical reenactment.
I think if you actually read the history of William Wallace, you'll find out that Braveheart was not all that accurate. But
Now, John, come on, get out of here.
Now I'm messing with your childhood.
Now you're just making shit up.
Okay. So everybody who listens to this podcast who really wants a 40-inch sword, you know where to go get it now. Kat, have I mentioned that I have stock in HomeDepot.com?
No, you have not mentioned that.
I
Congratulations. You're
Thank
about
you.
to see that stock go up.
Way up. way up, and then maybe spiral down once somebody goes on a killing spree with a authentic William Wallace sword.
Sure, yeah.
I hope that doesn't happen now. Next story. Cat. It is entitled, Surprise!
Okay.
Plumber Jonathan Betts, 36, of Devon, England, was working on a bathroom in a 200-year-old home in early January.
Cool.
When the project called for him to dig down beneath the subfloor. Fox News reported. Some of my favorite outlets here. Yeah. As he dug, he turned up bones, including a jawbone with teeth. Quote, I knew it was an animal as the teeth didn't look like ours, he said. He searched pictures on Google and consulted others before determining the bones were from a pig.
Oh, okay.
Quote, we found out that back in the day, people buried them to ward off bad spirits, Betts said. To that end, the homeowners requested that he rebury them under the new floor.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, apparently, Kat, they had not had any bad spirits. And if it ain't broke, rebury that pig.
I guess so. I've not heard of that practice.
Are you not familiar with that old saying?
No, I've not heard. I'm not familiar at all.
If it ain't broke, then rebury that pig. Yeah.
I am unfamiliar. I am unfamiliar.
Yeah. No, and this one it's kind of one of those, this is not a mistake. It's weird, but nobody did anything wrong other than like people had weird woo beliefs about like, I'm going to bury a pig under my floor and therefore
I mean, they killed the pig, John. Right? They sacrificed a pig?
I don't know.
Would you say that was a sacrifice?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. We don't know how, like maybe they just ate the pig and then they're like threw the bones under the house and it's fine, you know.
Does that count?
I don't know.
Maybe that counts.
It could be, because I don't know about you, but I don't want to like bury a pig with all the meat on it under the house because that could take years, like for that smell to go away. I'm thinking, just a thought. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you go. I don't think he dug 6 feet under the subfloor. I'm thinking no, but 200 years should have been plenty for that pig to not be stinking anymore. Anyway, interesting. We have many listeners in the UK.
We do.
If you live in the UK and you're listening right now, whether you have a pig under your floor or not, please write in and let us know. Are you familiar with this practice where people would bury pigs, maybe just the skeletons, maybe the whole pig, under their house to ward off bad spirits?
Maybe just a McRib sandwich.
Ooh. There's no bones in a McRib.
That's right, no bones.
It would not have lasted 200 years.
No bones.
No bones. Hey, Kat, no bones about it.
No.
I like a McRib. Whew, that's awful. Okay, let's move. The next story is even commenting on what I just said. It's amazing how prescient. It's called Nope.
Great.
Yep. Kat.
John.
At an escape room experience in Barcelona, Spain.
I love this already.
Participants are given 30 minutes to free themselves from a closed coffin, Reuters reported. The puzzle, called catalepsy, in reference to a medical condition that can be mistaken for death.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Requires gamers to collaborate with a partner in a neighboring casket to solve puzzles.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Nope. Game master Aurora Alvarino, who monitors the action via CCTV, calls the experience a gym for the mind. That's GYM, not GIM, or JIM, or any other spelling besides GYM.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Players can customize their escapes, including choosing the type of casket or if they want to be, quote, cremated in a blaze of virtual fire and artificial smoke.
I don't like
all
that.
For the low price of 44 euros for 2 people. Now, I have to say, I don't feel like there's nearly enough information for me to understand what the hell's going on here.
Yeah.
You have 2 people locked up in 2 caskets that are next to each other.
Yeah.
So they have to come up with solutions to puzzles, but it doesn't sound like they're actually escaping from the caskets under their own power.
Right. Well, it depends what the puzzles are.
Yeah.
Right? They could be like, maybe there's like a combination on the inside
be.
lid of the coffin, or maybe
It requires like collaboration with their partner in the neighboring casket. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
and that's there's no other no details.
information. I mean, I can look up like, okay, now this is where we're going to do our live Googling.
Oh, perfect.
So
Let's get some Googling music.
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Dun, 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 dun. Barcelona.
Okay, Barcelona catalepsy. World's smallest escape room is a coffin. This is Reuters. This is where it's taken from.
Okay.
We're going to read the larger story here.
Great.
After I continue without supporting them. Because that's what I do, because I have an ad blocker and I am not a responsible user of the internet, because I don't let people make money off of their ads. Barcelona, January 25th. The fear of being buried alive and trapped in a coffin haunted writer Edgar Allan Poe's characters and has now inspired what is billed as the world's smallest escape room, a mortuary-themed experience not suitable for claustrophobes.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. The live-action puzzle game developed by Spanish company Horrorbox. It's very important that
aptly named.
Well, this is the thing. A name like Horrorbox, you have to make sure that you are very clear that horror is 2 syllables, because otherwise it becomes Horbox.
Horbox, different.
And I mean, that could be a very much more fun game. I don't know.
And I'll tell you what, John, it's going to cost you more than 44 euros. Hey, yo.
Yo. Oh, yo.
Horrorbox. Horror.
Okay, yes. The horror. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go back. The live-action puzzle game developed by Spanish company Horrorbox in Barcelona is called catalepsy, a reference to a medical condition easily mistakable for death. And a lot of people who got buried alive were suffering from catalepsy back in the day.
Sure, yeah.
Participants have 30 minutes to free themselves from inside a coffin by solving puzzles through teamwork with their partner in a neighboring casket, communicating via loudspeakers. You're monitored over CCTV cameras by Game Master Aurora Alvarado.
Loudspeakers!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yep. Who defined escape rooms as a gym for the mind. She said the attraction aimed to create a situation that sooner or later we'll all experience your own funeral. I don't think I'm going to experience it.
No, that's not how that works.
It will happen. Other people will experience my funeral. I will not.
Certainly.
Okay, here we go. Miriam Costella, a 22-year-old actress selected by the company to demonstrate the game, acknowledged she felt, quote, a little bit scared after the coffin's lid closed. Her partner in the demonstration, 39-year-old dancer Carlos Granado, said he had taken part. I chewed the hell out of that one. Said he had taken part in about 15 escape rooms before, but described this experience as unique. While booking their tickets, players can customize several aspects, including the type of casket or whether they want to be, quote, cremated in a blaze of virtual flames and artificial smoke. Catalepsy draws inspiration from the fear of being buried alive, or taphophobia, that was widespread during the 19th century, as reflected in Poe's short story, The Premature Burial, which was adapted into film in 1962. I still don't... I'm guessing these are just like logic puzzles. You both have to come up with the same thing, because there's nothing that would indicate that you're actually freeing yourself through any means other than like giving correct answers, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah. If anybody knows more about that, I'd love to hear about it. Because
yes, please.
I've actually never done a real escape room.
Really?
Escape rooms started getting popular when? In like 2019.
Yeah.
I didn't do one in 2019, and then 2020 happened.
Right, and then 10 years later, here we are.
Is it only 10? Yeah.
Well, John, we have to do an escape room.
I'm down. I will have to wear a mask the whole time, but I will do it.
Okay.
Because I'm escaping from COVID, Kat.
Yeah, you are. It's the ultimate escape room.
So far, I have successfully escaped COVID, and I want to keep that up.
Me too, and I've done like 3 escape rooms since 2020. I'm not rubbing it in.
No, it's fine. luck has a shelf life. That's all I'm saying.
I think I'm just immune. I'm just gonna start making out with people who have COVID to prove it.
You shouldn't say such things.
Bring it on, COVID.
I'm not superstitious, obviously, but even
you're definitely not.
I don't spit in the face of good fortune.
I dare you, COVID.
Ooh. Anyway, that's the Oops files. Kat added her own oops right at the end by daring COVID to come and get her.
What is that? What is the movie? Is it I Know What You Did Last Summer? And what's her name is standing in the middle of the street saying, "Oh God, what is that?" She's just like, where are you? Or come and get. What is that?
Are you sure it wasn't Final Destination or something?
No, it's I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, okay. My bad.
John, don't school me on 90s horror movies, okay? Teen flicks.
I would never, Kat.
Nev Campbell.
Love Nev Campbell.
Buffy. What's her name? Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge movie.
Giant movie.
Giant juggernaut. Yeah. Okay, so is that the?
Those are the oopses, man.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Unless you want me to read some more, I tell you what, I'm gonna just on the off. This is crazy because I went to a different month's version of Creme de la Weird, also on cityweekly.net out of Utah.
Okay.
And there's one called Oops.
Oh shit.
So maybe I'll just read. This is a bonus Oops.
I mean, you might as well.
Might as well. It better be good because I haven't read it.
It might be snip.
Snip. Someone missed the "Please secure all loose clothing" safety message. On January 5th, on the DC Rivals Hypercoaster at Movie World in Oxenford, Australia, The Mirror reported that a scarf became entangled around the wheel of one of the trains, which caused it to stop at the top of a hill.
Oh, fuck.
Dozens of riders were stranded, and each was given a harness and told to walk down the stairs to the load station.
Fuck.
All the guests on board are safe with the ride vehicle stopped in a designated zone, Warner Brothers Movie World said in a statement. So, was this a roller coaster? Because they're saying it's a train.
It sounds like a roller coaster, yeah.
It sounds like a roller coaster to me, but...
well, maybe that's what they call roller coasters down there.
Yeah,
Like it's a track, right? You're on a track.
Holy wow, what a tie-in, Kat. We now have a question.
Hey!
Literally ask an Aussie. Wait, what do you think? What time is it?
Dare we?
I think we dare.
Oh, let's fucking do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Make the call. You make the call.
I'm gonna text. Oh no, I'm gonna send the Zoom meeting to them.
Yep, this is happening. Okay, it is called on the DC Rivals Hypercoaster. I can, mistakers, I can attest to the fact that Kat has indeed sent the Zoom information to our resident Aussies.
This is exciting. This is always so exciting because you never know.
You never
Are
do.
they just going to pop in? Are they going to tell us to fuck off?
They might. They never have. They have yet to tell us to fuck off.
They're so accommodating.
They're way nicer to us than we deserve.
Absolutely.
Frankly.
All right. Well, let's see what happens here.
Okay. I mean, it seems like it might be a little. It's after dinner time. Of course,
they're night owls.
You know these denizens of Down Under. You never know what they're doing. Everything's upside down and backwards, and it's already like next week there. So it's who knows.
All right, so let's do this. So while we're waiting,
yes,
patiently, we're gonna that bonus. We're gonna just put that to the side. That's a in progress.
Right.
Oops. I have made a list of all the Oops files that you've taken us through.
Okay.
And I came up with a little, I made little names so I could remember who was who.
I like it.
So just to recap, we had Zeddy Daddy. Zeddy has 7 kids or something. Justin Pickles. He wanted some fried pickles, and he got arrested for all the drugs.
All the drugs that he had that he tried to trade for the pickles.
Jeremy Methhead. He was using university chemistry lab for a meth lab.
Word up. For 10 years, apparently.
For 10 years.
10 years he'd been doing it.
Hey, listen, Sword Depot. It's where you go get swords.
Mm-hmm.
Frankly, I'm excited to one day go to the sword section, the sword department.
Of the Home Depot?
Yep. Johnny Hog Floor.
Okay.
I think we all remember that one's about.
Oh, I think so.
And then the last on my list was I couldn't decide between Mind Gym or Horror Box.
Horror box?
Horror Box. Horror Box. So we have contact. It's an emoji. Mm-hmm. Olivia has sent us an emoji, and it's a positive one. It's not
it's
like
a laughing face.
It's a laughing. That means good, right? That's positive. Okay.
Yep.
So of all these 6, I think the biggest oops between Zeddy Daddy, Justin Pickles, Jeremy Methhead, Sword Depot, Johnny Hog Floor, and Horror Box. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I gotta go Justin Pickles.
Oh, Kat.
Oh, it's happened.
That's a great ruling, but we do have the Aussies are entering the chat.
Great.
Here we go.
I love this so much.
I do too. It's the best. They're the best. They're here.
Hello.
Yes!
Hello. Hang on. Zoom's updated everything, and I don't know what's going on.
You look great.
One place for all your meeting chats.
You guys match.
The only place to be is right here with you guys.
Oh, yes. yes. Bless your hearts.
Hi.
We're just saying how you treat us so much better than we deserve. You're always there for us.
You guys are the best.
Now let's, if I may, let's pause for a moment to listen to one of my favorite theme songs by Ian Hicks Blaker. Ask an Aussie.
Ask him.
Vegemite, Lamington, Pavlova, Tim Tam, Hugh Jackman. Outback, not the steakhouse. Kangaroos, didgeridoos, Barbies, boomerangs, Aussie slang, Utes, or cats. Arvo? Let's ask an Aussie. Let's ask an Aussie. We'll ask an Aussie. It's time to ask an Aussie. They'll know. They'll know. They'll know.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Thank you for indulging us on this rainy, stormy Southern California night.
Oh, yeah.
You guys keeping dry?
I went out and picked up takeaway.
Nice.
It was a mission.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
But getting the vodka and orange before that was more of a mission.
Uncle Tito's.
Totally.
What did you guys get? What takeaway did you get?
We got
Hi.
pad thais all round.
Strong.
Yes.
Good choice.
Good for you.
choice.
And they always ask, they go, egg okay?
Is egg okay?
And we're like, eggs okay.
Eggs okay.
It's okay.
Eggs okay.
That's nice.
Sometimes they ask, no. Okay.
You know you're being recorded, Kitch.
I'm being recorded.
Going.
We're great.
You're well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You're looking
Staying dry,
amazing.
making podcasts.
Tip top.
Excellent.
John, do you want to take us away? You want
I
to
would-
tell them why they're here on
I would
this
love
on
to.
this
Well,
fine day?
You're here because we love you and
Yay.
we miss you. And Kitch, you were not present for the last time around.
I felt I got messages coming through my phone, but I was so busy, caught up with Nam. But we had an absolute blast. But I was like, damn it.
It was all right. It was nice. We got Olivia got the full spotlight for a little while.
Yeah.
It was
Yes.
fine.
I tend to talk a
Don't
bit
know
too
if
much.
I deserve.
Not at all. So we were doing some Oops files, and I came across one. Great, funnily enough, it's titled Oops, and it happens to be set in the land down under.
Hey.
Nice.
the home and birthplace of you two fabulous beings. And and there were just a couple of things that we were curious about the way that it was worded. First of all, are you familiar with Oxenford, Australia?
I'm just trying to work out how we would say
How would an Aussie say Oxenford?
Oxford.
Oxford? Oxford?
No, it's definitely Oxenford.
Where is it? Is that in Victoria?
It does not say. Are you familiar with Movie World? Which
Yes.
is apparently that is a theme park.
Yes, it's close
Warner
to
Brothers Movie World.
Yeah, it's
there you go.
about 20, 30 minutes from my parents' place
On the Gold
on the
Coast.
Gold Coast.
Okay. Oh, so that's Brisbane, right?
Just south of Brisbane.
It's
Okay.
in Queensland, but it's just
Yeah.
south of Brisbane.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and I'll reread the story, and maybe we'll cut this, or we'll just play it really fast so it sounds like I'm a chipmunk or something. Someone missed the quote, "Please secure all loose clothing" safety message on January 5th on the DC Rivals Hypercoaster at Movie World in Oxenford, Australia. The Mirror reported that a scarf became entangled around the wheel of one of the trains, which caused it to stop at the top of a hill. Dozens of riders were stranded, and each was given a harness and told to walk down the stairs to the load station. Quote, "All the guests on board are safe with the ride vehicle stopped in a designated zone," Warner Brothers Movie World said in a statement. So when we first read it, I had never heard a roller coaster referred to as a train. And I was curious if that is something that is, no?
Nah,
No.
no. We call them roller coasters.
Yeah.
Good.
Was it Movie
Good.
World that the other accident was at?
Oh.
There was a huge accident.
Yeah.
Like at a water.
I don't think it was SeaWorld.
No, so yeah, maybe
There's a
it was.
few. The Gold Coast is like the Orlando of Australia, where
They call it
there's,
Bris Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes
where
sense.
there's numerous fun parks within a close proximity of each other. So,
Okay.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a really bad accident a few years back on one of the water rides.
It's
Yeah,
probably another big oops.
that was a huge oops.
Were people killed?
Yes.
Okay, let's not talk about
We
it.
don't need to talk
We
about
don't have to talk about that. But yes, no, not
But
trains,
never
roller coasters.
we never called it a train.
No.
Okay, good. See, this is good. I'm glad, because I would have thought less of you had you told me that you called them trains.
Wow. Wow.
But something actually at NAM, I was hanging out with the third guy in our team. His name's Chad, and we spent pretty much 24/7 together for the whole week. And I think he got a bit sick of me, but he's an absolute champion, Chad the champion.
Chad the champion.
And he kept on saying that I was using the words far out too much. And yeah, so talking about being on roller coasters, yes, far out.
Far out.
So,
What,
yeah.
what you do then is you just switch to groovy.
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 That's right. Groovy man.
All right. So this just on the off chance, you're both wearing lovely head coverings right now.
Yes.
You look adorable.
Is there a special name for those
Beanies.
Beanies.
beanies? All right. Yeah, that's pretty much
Beanie.
Bunnies.
Yeah.
Bunnies.
What do you call them?
When I was growing up, we didn't call them beanies, because to me a beanie was like a propeller beanie, like the little round hat.
Oh
that
yeah,
you
yeah,
wear.
yeah,
Yeah. But we called them knit caps, or just
Knit
a cap.
Caps.
Knit
I've
caps.
heard
That-
the reference when we first moved here.
Yeah.
Someone referred to it as a cap. I was like, no, it's a beanie. Cap is a peaked cap.
Is a peak cap.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is funny, because to me a beanie is like it doesn't. That has a peak on it too, just a little one.
Little peak, yeah.
Yeah, little peaky.
I love a good beanie though.
Oh yeah, I've got several just right up here off camera. You can't see, but they're there.
I have one like within 2 meters of me everywhere because bad hair days.
I mean, I have those a lot. When you have this haircut, it's only good for a couple of weeks, and then
It's
after
true.
that, it's just ask Kat. She knows.
Do you have a beanie for your beard, John?
I don't. I need a. Okay, now this is a product
Beardy.
idea. A beanie beardy,
Oh.
a beard beanie.
A beard.
No, you need like a balaclava, but it only just goes around to the point of your beard.
Okay.
So the
I like
rest
that.
of the beard keeps everything else warm, but you have the beardaclava.
A beard. I like it. I like
That's
all
good.
of these are marketable things. I'm going to go on Shark Tank and
fail.
yeah, nobody's going to want any of my business. I don't think.
So this roller coaster.
Yeah.
What was the name of the roller coaster again?
The DC Rivals Hypercoaster.
Okay, I don't recall that being there when I was there last.
This just happened on January 5th, so I don't know how long it's been since you've been there, but this is
Many years.
ripped from the headlines.
Wow.
Yep.
Don't
Yeah,
wear
and I mean,
scarf or beanies.
So
on roller coasters.
is the oops the part does that belong to the people that run the rides that should say, because when, recent trip to Disneyland, it's like take your caps off, secure everything, right? That's what the ride attendants tell you.
right.
Is it their responsibility that the scarf, or is it the owner's responsibility of that scarf?
I'm going to go with the scarf owner.
Yeah, I agree.
Big believer in personal accountability. It starts out with someone missed the please secure all loose clothing safety message. Not that it wasn't given.
Yeah,
So I
for
think
sure.
they did their due diligence at Warner Brothers Movie World.
So
Patchy.
let's look at real rides. What was the as Liv said, we recently went to that wonderful place, the happiest place on earth. And actually, I think
That's live nude
might have
nudes
been,
out by the
might have
airport.
been sitting next to me when we were on was it the Matterhorn? Is it the Matterhorn?
Perhaps. Yeah.
Where I think they give like safety warnings, but there's a specific corner that you go around where you've got to look at the goat.
Oh no, that's the Thunder Mountain.
Thunder Mountain, that's right.
Big Thunder Mountain.
Big
Kitch.
Thunder Mountain.
Oh,
and you got to look at the goat as you're going
Gotta
around.
look at the goat.
And I swear they should put a warning on that. 'Cause I'm still a little bit creeped from that one. But yeah, you go around the corner, and if you look at the goat, it makes you feel like you're going 10 times as fast.
Yeah, it's the goat
really?
trick.
And I concur.
Yeah.
I've heard that name, but it was not referring to a ride at Disneyland. So, no. It might have actually been at live nudes out by the airport. I'm not sure.
Look at the goat.
The goat trick.
Just keep your eyes on the goat.
I'm taking us into NSFW territory. I have a horribly filthy mind, and I don't apologize for it.
Now, I've got a question about the scarf.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's a kind of like a summer scarf because it's hot as Hades in Australia right now.
Right.
Yes.
So
Very hot.
This is some person who's very fashion forward.
Yeah.
Probably wearing a muslin scarf or something. But then how's that going to stop the whole ride?
I know. You'd think,
We need something very thick and fibrous here.
But
I'm thinking.
yes, because we're all rugged up right now. Here I am thinking winter scarf.
Yeah.
And well, no, hold on. It would have to be some kind of light,
They're probably like
accessorized.
Instagram stars, and they're just like preparing all their content for winter and stuff. Being ahead of the curve. It's crazy, like when we've been traveling, we've seen some Insta stars doing some crazy shoots and looking absolutely ridiculous in front of fountains and national monuments here and there. Spain was hilarious with that. Who knows? Maybe it was just the scarf thing.
That's an interesting theory.
Yeah, I had to look this up really quick while you were talking about that. But have you ever heard of Isadora Duncan?
Yeah. Who's that?
She was a dancer, and apparently in 1927 was driving around in Nice, France, when the scarf that she was wearing got tangled up in the rear wheel.
Oh no, John.
And it dang near decapitated her.
Oh, no.
So you should not wear scarves.
Scarves.
Like at all.
Moral
Yeah.
of the story.
Yeah.
It's a killer.
Was that in summer also?
Let's see, September 14th in Nice. So that's autumnish,
Warm.
autumn adjacent.
So you shouldn't wear fashionable scarves in summer.
Just don't wear scarves.
Fast moving.
Fast moving vehicles.
with an open roof and all that. Oof.
Or
Yeah, what a way to go.
Or trains. Well, that's what they call them. Train.
Yeah, trains,
Trains.
coasters, cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Automobiles. Chitty chitty bang bangs.
Open cockpit planes,
That's right.
ultralights.
Yeah. One wheelers, scooters.
Just good old fashioned push bike. Just,
A what now?
A push bike.
Push bike.
Oh, push bike.
Like BMX.
As opposed to
I heard bush bike and I was excited. I'm like, oh, is there a special bike that they ride in the bush?
Sorry, per.
Yeah.
Peppa.
Yeah, pop that pee.
Too hard.
See, this is the problem. You're a voice professional, and you know how not to pop a pee.
Well, I try my best.
Actually, there's a bunch of narrators from doing editing. There's a bunch of narrators that try so hard not to pop their peas and like speak, and he comes out like this, speaking like this. It's very kind of strange.
They've nerfed their voices at that point.
It's not a good sound.
Oh my goodness. Our show is always better when y'all are on. You know that,
Agreed.
Be on.
I agree.
What, is there anything else from the Oops file?
right? Not from that. I mean, that was
really.
the only Australian one that we read. Why don't y'all talk about something? And I don't know why I'm yawling all of a sudden, but it's happening.
You're so southern.
Bear with me.
Bear with.
Bear with you.
Just,
Bear with.
Bear with you.
bear with. Discuss amongst yourselves. I will do a quick perusal and see if I can find anything else of the Down Under.
All right.
How are you, Kat? You good?
I'm great.
Excellent.
Couldn't be better.
Yeah. And how's Laura?
Great. Everything
Actually,
is great.
Known as Leah by most people, but not by me. Laura.
Leah, my wife, who I am married to,
Yes.
On purpose.
together.
On purpose.
I can see Liv's face. It's the first time she's heard me refer to Leah as that. That's how when I talk about Leah on my many podcasts, that's how I refer to her.
As what?
Leah, my wife, who I am married to.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Is that her full title?
It is.
The first.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right. I've got one.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, no, John, you're interrupting some pretty quality conversation.
I am so sorry. So sorry. This is from February 1st of this year. So again,
Recent.
Oh,
Last week.
Hey.
pretty much ripped. Well, this is a headline, so I'm ripping off the headline. This is on Yahoo News. The title is Aussies stunned by 24-year-old Cadbury find, quote, stuck between supermarket shelves.
I saw this.
Did you? All right. Well, then you'll be able to comment on it.
So
Yeah.
Cadbury chocolate.
Chocolate. It was
So
a bar of chocolate.
this is something that we do miss a lot with Australia is
Good chocolate.
good
Decent
chocolate.
Yeah.
And Cadbury chocolate was one of the things that I loved the most in Australia.
Oh, are you going to be able to make it through this story? Is this going to be? Is this too triggering?
No, I'll be okay.
All right.
But continue this.
No, John. Yeah, read away.
All right. Here we go. The year 2000 changed Australia forever. Okay. As we celebrated the dawn of a new century, dancing the night away to Kylie Minogue, Britney Spears, and Madonna, who were topping the charts at the time, Sydney geared up to host its biggest ever event, the Olympic Games. Kathy Freeman won hearts and gold after her monumental and historic win in the 400 meters.
She did.
And
He's awesome.
yeah, I'm sorry to say I do not know Kathy Freeman, but then I'm not a big sport guy.
Runner?
Yeah,
Amazing.
Aboriginal
I remember
runner,
her.
absolute
Amazing
sensational.
Indigenous runner. Yeah. Brilliant.
Incredible.
Nice. Okay. Kathy Freeman won hearts and gold after her monumental and historic win in the 400 meters. And a then fresh-faced Nikki Webster charmed people all over the world, hitting the high notes at just 13 years of age.
Yep.
Yeah. Those who welcomed children will this year be celebrating their 24th birthday. And if that doesn't make you feel old, this discovery might. And now there are some photos of some Cadbury chocolate bars, the packaging thereof, anyway. Remarkable find wedged between shelves in supermarket. Posting to social media, one man shared his wife's incredible luck stumbling across a rare and still in unbelievably good condition limited edition block of Cadbury chocolate. The nostalgia-inducing confectionery was still in its original 2000 Olympic game-themed packaging. The man explained that his wife works in a supermarket and, quote, they were moving the shelving around when they found this stuck between two shelves, still wrapped up with the chocolate inside. Now, first of all, let me ask everyone here, would you eat the chocolate?
Ooh, it's Cadbury chocolate. It's pretty damn good.
24
years.
Does it age like a fine wine? Or
No, it's got milk in it.
Yeah.
The slogan for Cadbury Dairy Milk Chocolate is
Dairy milk.
Glass and a half of milk in every 200-gram block. That was isn't it crazy the information that's in our head from crazy. So I wouldn't be having anything with dairy products.
With dairy in it, and probably not. I might though because I'm gross. But no, when you talk about like the other day, I was in the grocery store. I was in a grocery store that I don't normally go to, and I was looking for green beans, and they had Libby's brand green beans, and I started singing a jingle that I probably have not heard in 40 years. And it was when it says Libby's, Libby's, Libby's on the label, you will like it on your table. And like, seriously, it came back fully formed. I knew the tune, the lyrics, although I don't know that I got the tune right this time. But at that time I was dead on perfect. You're just going to have to
see,
believe
I couldn't get my 7 times table. And I know all these things. It's just like,
we cared more about it, I think.
Yeah.
It was more interesting to us.
It's a sign of good advertising and marketing.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, and back in the day when it was good advertising, you actually knew what the product was. Nowadays, I find that most of the time, if something really hooks into me, I know the jingle or I know whatever it is, but I don't necessarily know what they're selling.
That's true.
So next time we go to Australia, I'm going to locate some Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate for you.
That would be wonderful. I still owe you two for the Tim Tams.
You owe us nothing.
You don't owe us.
Oh, it's nothing. It's our privilege to share.
There's no such thing as free Tim Tams. It's just not a thing. It doesn't exist.
The privilege to share the love.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord, they're so good.
They're
John,
so
one day they will call upon you for a favor.
No, okay. So the first time I really hung out with John was on my birthday. And it was so lovely. Like I got to Kat and Leah's place, and John's just like, okay, Leah said, "What do you want for your birthday, Kitch, to drink?" And we were like, "Oh, I don't know, maybe some Moscow Mules."
Mm-hmm.
And so John and I jumped in the car, and we went to the shop together. And it was just awesome. We had the best time, and he was.
Was that the first time we ever hung out?
Yes, but we went to two different Ralphs, and you were like, "It's your birthday. You need to get this." So we're going to the next Ralph
because they didn't have Bundaberg at the
at
the
exactly. And so that like cemented our friendship for life.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I just think I might have missed that night, and we wouldn't know anything about each other. We wouldn't care and love each other as much as we do.
Exactly.
All right. Well, it's getting sappy in here. I should go back to the story.
Yeah, go back.
All right. The chocolate bar, over 2 decades old, appears to be in remarkable condition, almost as if it were sold on shelves today. The best before date, however, is July 30th, 2001. And you can tell this is like. Wait, now in Australia, would they say July 30th or would they say 30th July?
July 30th.
July 30th.
Oh, okay.
However,
when we write the date, we write the day, month, year because
it's in the sequential order. It makes more sense.
It makes a lot more sense. And even today, I had to write the date, and I still get so confused with it. I know.
Can I tell you a secret?
What's that?
My birthday is on June 6th. So
6/6?
6/6 because wait, we don't share a birthday.
I'm 5/5.
5/5. So as a result, I always had I wasn't sure which one came first because they were the same for me. And let's face it, what's the first date that really matters to you growing up? It's
What's your birthday?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So May 5th, June 6th, it's the same thing. So I still, but as a result, I think I'm more conscious of the fact that when I am writing something to someone in, say, the UK or somewhere else in Europe, I will always do it, 30 July instead of July 30th.
Oh,
There we
that's very considerate of
Very
you.
considerate of you. Thanks for that. Thanks for looking out for us Australians.
You got it.
You don't have to think twice for me. It's all good.
Just 5-5.
That's what when we
5-5.
moved here, I was like,
6,
oh,
5-5.
thank God I don't have to think about that.
Right? It's good. Yeah, because it's the same either way. It's yeah. All right. So the iconic Sydney Olympic mascot Sid, Millie, and Ollie are seen on the cover. Sid, Millie, and Ollie, those were the three. They had three mascots.
They're like weird looking.
They were like
things.
platypus.
But they were
and
kind of
echidna.
weird looking.
They were a few animals. Platypus, echidna,
Drop bear?
and a bill and a drop bear.
Can
A bill, maybe.
Yeah,
we,
okay, so-
can we reference the episode that we talked about drop bears?
Oh, sure. Yeah, that one's out.
It's in there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, we talked about drop bears with Olivia.
Me
Oh,
too.
Here we go.
It's really important that people know about drop bears, especially if you're planning to go to Australia. You've got to be on the lookout. They're the most people talk about spiders, but they don't talk about the drop bears.
Kookaburra.
Okay, so it's Sid is a platypus.
Mm-hmm.
Millie is a
Echidna.
and
Ollie
Ollie is a
kookaburra.
kookaburra.
All right, and they are famous for their laughs.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, I've never really heard a platypus laugh. Or
No, I'm speaking strictly about the kookaburra because of the song. Because my mom used to sing me that song when I was a kid.
yeah, kookaburra sits on the old gum wire.
On Old Gum Tree. Yeah, and isn't that's the song
There's-
that Men at Work got sued over, right?
Yes, but did it go ahead? Did
Yeah,
they
they
win?
won.
Oh, it cost them quite a bit, and they lost.
Yes.
They could have
So
just paid out at the
ridiculous.
beginning, and
It was like it was a homage to Australian culture. It wasn't a direct rip-off.
I agree with you, but it did go as far as like it lasted for years and years and years, and they ended up having to pay, I think, a large percentage of the royalties that they made from that song. They had to pay out to the whoever was because I don't believe the person who actually wrote Laugh Kookaburra or that person was no longer living, but their estate.
No, it would have been the ancestors of
The estate.
HSA.
Yeah, and I think Colin Hay wrote about it and said it was the biggest mistake they ever made was to continue to fight that. They should have just gone ahead and taken care of it at the beginning. It would have cost them a lot less, and apparently it caused bad blood in the band and all kinds of things. So
Yeah.
Yeah. There's your Men at Work trivia.
The estate are laughing, aren't they?
The only one laughing is the kookaburra and the family of the person who originally wrote it.
Ollie's laughing all the way.
Ollie's laughing.
Yep. Okay. So where were
Chocolate
we?
though.
Yeah, the iconic Sydney Olympic mascots Sid, Millie, and Ollie are seen on the cover, made from paper and foil and, quote, not plastic, like they are nowadays, as one person pointed out. And the snack even came with a free book, an add-on that is difficult to imagine being included today. Aussies stunned by Nostalgic Find. Are you stunned, our Aussies?
Yeah.
I'm pretty stunned. Like 24
Yeah.
24 years. That's pretty good.
That's a long time.
That's a supermarket I don't really want to shop at. Though.
That's
right?
fair.
If they've got if got old food.
This is not something small that you could expect to be overlooked. These are quite large, bars of chocolate.
Yeah.
Is the storybook, does that hold the story of the band losing their royalties, or
It might, yeah.
It could have anything in it. This is the beauty of not knowing. Yes, it does, Kitch. In my mind, it does.
yes, in my mind too.
I wonder what they're going to do with it.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll sell it on eBay for some exorbitant amount of money.
They might. They might. Let's find out. Let's see if they tell us. Stunned Aussies responding to the discovery were quick to note the bar's 250-gram weight that these days sits at 180 grams. Others queried over how much the chocolate would be worth now. Oh, wow. This brings back... It's like, oh, wow. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Far out.
No.
Far out.
This brings back memories. A near 24-year-old block of chocolate. Would anyone be up for tasting it? A person joked. Wonder how much it's worth. How long since the supermarket had a good clean and update? So many questions.
Yes.
I love that our stunned Aussies ask the same questions as the stunned Aussies in the story. This is
and we're pre-programmed with those questions, I think.
Does anyone else miss the fact that it was wrapped in the foil and paper? Hate chocolate wrapped in plastic these days, said another. Partly want this to go to a museum, partly just want to see it unwrapped, another said. One person wrote that there was just something so magical in the air in Sydney during those Olympics. It was a great time to be alive, and it's hard to disagree. But that's as much as they say. We do not know the disposition of the chocolate at this time.
It was such a good vibe in Sydney that year. Like it was just like everyone was out doing everything, and it was just everything was buzzing. And like around those few weeks was just it was just epic. The weather was great, everything.
Yeah.
I miss the days when the Olympics were exciting. Now we find out that it's like, oh well, the International Olympic Committee is corrupt, and they built these stadiums while people are starving in these cities. It's like, oh, it used to be so nice. And the question is, was it always this way and we didn't know about it, or did it just get this bad recently?
Yeah.
When is the Los Angeles Olympics?
Oh, that's a good question.
26, I think, maybe.
Because Paris is next. So is it up
Paris is the summer, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Maybe 2028.
2028. So 4 years from now.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I missed out on getting in for the for that Olympics. So maybe the LA Olympics.
You try for the LA Olympics, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
I have faith in you, Kitch. I believe in you.
But the question is, do us LA locals, do we leave town during this time, or do we stay? Do we support?
Ooh. I think out where I am, it's unlikely I'll be affected by. Although who knows? There might, for all I know, they'll build a stadium here in the next 4 years.
Well, maybe CSUN. They might do something at CSUN.
They might. That's true.
Or you could just like sublet your place and make a ton of cash.
I have a shed in the backyard.
You do have a murder shed.
I could charge plenty for that.
And we
Sleep
could
in my murder shed.
We could grab some Hershey's chocolate and hide it somewhere in a supermarket.
That's fun.
We could do that, or just hold on to it, But I wonder how much someone would pay me to eat a little block off of that chocolate bar, because I think I'd do it.
Oh, I would too.
I've seen me do stuff that's worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, John? Like $20? What?
I think it'd probably have to be more than $20.
50?
It would have to be enough that if I did become horribly ill, that it would at least cover my emergency room fees.
Okay.
Well,
so in the States, that's like
it's a little more than $20.
$3 million.
At least.
Okay.
I played the lottery yesterday, and I want you guys to know I won.
What'd you get?
What'd you win though?
$7.
Nice.
Sweet. Nice.
American.
Better than a kid.
Yeah. So that's like $100 Australian.
I have no idea what the exchange rate is currently.
It's 68 or something, I think. 68,
Yeah?
maybe higher than that. Round.
Wait, 6 to 8, or did you say 68?
68 cents.
Oh.
So $1 US.
So one US. So 68 US cents.
Makes $1 Australian dollar.
Australian dollar.
Got it.
So yeah.
Got it. I could do one more quick read, and then I think we kind of need to wrap things up.
Sure.
Soonishly, but this one I saw it and I can't resist. This is from 22nd January 2024. Aussie woman's simple answer after Echidna becomes stuck in carpet.
Oh no.
There are readily available solutions for getting wine stains, pet hair, and even mud out of your carpet. But one Aussie mum was faced with an unusual dilemma: how to remove an echidna. Emily Buchanan had grabbed her keys and was walking out the door of her home in Seymour, Victoria on Friday when her daughter noticed the curious native mammal had wandered inside.
Oh.
She said the echidna is in the sitting room. So we downed tools and quarantined the pets. Downed tools?
Put them down.
Put them down.
Like, they were obviously doing something with tools, so they down.
Okay. So we downed tools. I'm so glad you're here for reference. This is wonderful.
Yeah,
Honestly.
we're here to translate.
Thank you. And quarantined the pets, neither of whom were interested, and then went about seeing how to best manage the situation, she told Yahoo News. When echidnas are startled, their natural defense mechanism is to dig into the ground, leaving only their spines exposed. This makes them highly unattractive. Well, that's a matter of opinion.
Yeah, that's mean.
Yeah, and rather dangerous to any dingo or fox who wants to make a meal out of them. Wildlife rescuers often share stories about how difficult they are to remove, particularly if they get loose in your car. Have you ever experienced an echidna that's gone to ground? No?
So many questions about this article already.
No, it's so bizarre.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, never.
How bizarre.
Spiders,
Yeah, spiders, snakes.
snakes in your car,
Fine.
but a kid,
Echidnas,
I don't know about that.
echidnas in your car, like your car doors are usually closed. How do echidnas get in?
I will tell you, I once had a mouse problem in a car.
Oh.
Okay.
It ate all of my clove cigarettes and died. Because apparently it had jumped into the car while the door was... Oh, it was at a campsite. I can't believe I haven't told this story on the podcast before. The door was open. I was getting out all the tent and all that stuff. And apparently it jumped in. And I had left my clove cigarettes, which I smoked at the time, in the car. The mouse was in there long enough. It decided it smelled good, which they do. And it ate them, but not knowing that there was a lot of tobacco in there as well. So the nicotine killed it. And I had a dead mouse and a bunch of half-eaten cigarettes.
Dead mouse was in your car?
Yeah. True story. But back to the echidna.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the spines on those things are just like, crazy. You don't want to mess with that.
Now they seem much smaller than, say, like a porcupine.
Yeah, they're just like kind of like could hold one in your
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
A little bigger than a hedgehog.
No, it's like
They look cute.
Well, there's some pictures. I sent a link to the article, and there's some pictures there. Are they barbed so they stick in you and they won't come out?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah, they're like barbs.
okay?
Oh.
Yeah.
Now they say that the pets weren't interested, but right in this picture there is a cat. Now it is looking the other way, so maybe not that interested.
I think it's giving it the cold, furry shoulder.
Right. Okay. How Emily found a solution to her echidna problem. So I am curious. I want to get at the end of all this. We'll figure out how much we believe or don't believe or what our questions are. Emily was still hoping to head out, but the echidna's presence was a real thorn in her side. Oh boy. Hoping to find a solution, she posted details of her conundrum on Facebook. One person thought encouraging it to curl into a ball like a European hedgehog could be a solution. Another suggested she put on thick gloves, but that wasn't going to work. Tried that. It's hooked on like buggery to the carpet, she responded. Hooked on like buggery.
It just means like really hooked on.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I get it, but it's just buggery is... It's a term.
It has a different meaning over here, doesn't it?
I think it's the same meaning.
Same meaning, I think, isn't it? It is the same meaning everywhere.
It's basically sodomy either way you look at it. But
wow.
Right? But that's why this is why the phrase "I'll be buggered" is, oh, will you now?
Will you now?
Okay. But the solution that ultimately worked was one suggested by both a local animal rescuer and Wildlife Victoria, simply leaving the door open. Oh. The echidna is known to Emily's family and is often spotted around the garden of their semi-rural home 90 minutes north of Melbourne. Emily is so fond of the little guy, she's named him Ralph and even got a tattoo of his likeness.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, that's next level.
I mean, you could get poked by the spikes or you could get poked by the tattoo needle. She chose the latter.
There we go.
To ensure he left her home and didn't simply wander further inside, Emily set up a corridor so he would exit the home while she was out. If left the dog in another room of the house, I think it means I left the dog in another room of the house. The cat was in the laundry. Then I set up a little track of cushions to the door, she said. I came back in 1.5 hours and he was gone. Happy days. All right.
Days.
Oh, Emily. I think Emily wanted that thing inside.
I mean,
I think this is all a big stunt.
She might have lured
made
it
a friend
in.
for life.
Ralph.
I mean, she got
be a
inked,
Echidna.
you know?
And by the way, thank you for pronouncing it Melbourne.
Oh, you're welcome. I try to do my best, and I know that one from listening to the Dollop mostly.
Melbourne, Brisbane.
Brisbane,
Yeah.
Melbourne. Yeah, I think I've mentioned on here a few times. I once upon a time dated an Aussie lass from Brisbane, so that's why I know how to say not Brisbane.
Spain, yes.
Or Melbourne.
Excellent. Yeah.
So, do we still have questions? Are we thinking is it really unusual for an echidna to walk into a house?
Not necessarily. I think in that part of in part of Victoria, I think that
Maybe.
that might like.
I mean, it is unusual. It's not an everyday
It's not
thing.
every day. Thing.
Right. Well, obviously, it made the news, so it's not like
I mean, the news.
this is in Seymour, Victoria.
There's not much going on in Seymour, I don't think.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
We have a Seymour, Indiana, mostly famous because John Cougar Mellencamp is from there.
Yeah. John Mellencamp now.
That's right. But I like to keep the cougar. I'm
cougar,
old school
okay.
that way.
Why did he get rid of the cougar?
Well, when he started out, he was just Johnny Cougar. And then he decided he wanted to use his real name, but people knew him as Johnny Cougar, so he became John Cougar Mellencamp. And then he's just John Mellencamp. But he can change his name, but I think of him how I think of him, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Johnny Cougar.
Johnny Cougar.
Johnny Cougar.
Cougar extraordinaire.
Now, guys, while looking up what an echidna looks like, because the only thing I was going off of was on that chocolate wrapper.
Right?
So I was like, well, I want to look up what these animals are. And of course, I spelled it incorrectly, but I found it. And I stumbled upon an article. It's called 10 Fun Facts About the Echidna.
Oh, bring them on.
It's on Wired magazine
wow.
website, which is a kind of a stretch, right? Are they electric? Can you plug them in?
Electric Echidna is the name of my new band. So.
Absolutely. Electric
And we
Echidna.
have them, they like sit on our like tables at home in Australia. It's like instead of an Alexa, we have an echidna.
Echidna? What's the weather out?
Echidna.
Ask them for information, and
That's
they
very funny.
That's
That's
right.
very good.
Echidna.
So most of these facts are boring, but I found one that I think we will all enjoy reading about together.
Okay.
I love it.
This comes at number 3 on the fun facts about echidna list.
Kat, what's number 3 on the fun fact echidna list?
Kitch, it's coming right at you. Now look out. Because did you know that male echidnas have a bizarre 4-headed penis?
I feel like I have heard that before.
I haven't checked.
I feel like a comedian.
Yeah.
I recently heard a comedian talk about that. But
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, you're going to listen to me talk
I
about
am
it
going
right
to
now.
listen to you talk about it because I like it better when you say things.
That's impressive.
Now, John, Olivia, and Kitch, you might wonder how you mate with a 4-headed penis.
How I do?
No wonder.
Yeah, I think
look,
you do. You've thought about it, John.
I got to be honest. I wasn't wondering that until you said that, and now I'm
Now
kind
we're
of
wondering.
wondering.
Well, look, I'm going to tell you all about it.
Okay.
So John, Olivia, and Kitch, during sex, 2 of the heads shut down while the other 2 grow bigger to fit into the female's 2-branched reproductive tract.
Woo.
Yeah.
Double V.
He's still puzzled.
Double V. Males alternate the heads they use between matings. Because, you don't want to, you got to like...
You don't want to overuse.
Yeah.
Keep it fresh.
You gotta keep it fresh. Here's some more graphic information. This one-sided ejaculation may play a role in sperm competition, as many males attempt to fertilize the same female. In another possible adaptation for sperm competition, echidna sperm form bundles that swim faster than individual sperm cells. It's like a team effort.
Wow.
Sounds like quite the sport.
I mean,
Is that in the Olympics?
Yeah,
it should be.
Olympics.
It's in the Echidna Olympics, yes.
Ah, what an odd little creature.
Indeed.
Here, number 6, echidnas are mammals without nipples. That's interesting.
I don't trust a mammal with no nipples. I'm sorry.
I feel like I worked on a book. What? Oh gosh, what was it? And there was also a fact, and you're just jogging my memory about the echidna, and how they evolved over, as we all do, all the different species. How the female echidna evolved to a point where, like, they, what I'm trying to say is that I feel like the four-headed penis.
Yes, please.
Of the female going, no, get away, no, too much, and so it evolved to like.
Where are you? Where are you?
I feel like it's a little rapey. I think it gives them more in.
No, Olivia, now you're bumming me out.
Sorry.
It's very similar to ducks, because ducks have spiral vaginas, and then male ducks have spiral penises. But the problem is some of them go clockwise and some of them go counterclockwise, and if it's the wrong kind, then it doesn't work.
John, how do you know this?
I've
never heard this fact about ducks.
You've never heard?
I have.
mean, really?
Do you want me to read it?
Olivia has.
Find it.
No, I don't. I'm good.
But again, it's because of the rapiness of ducks, which may in fact end up being the title of this episode.
The rapiness of ducks.
I noticed that you.
That's a new album title.
You paid homage. Is it the last one or the one before? Chuckanana. Thank you for.
Oh, Chuckanana.
Absolutely.
Chuckanana.
Go off and Chuckanana.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
Chuckanana.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
We should. Well, you know what? We've already gone long, but we need to do another go off Chuckanana game.
Oh yeah, we should. Should we have Kitch go off?
Kitch hasn't done it. Let's have Kitch go off.
Yeah.
What am I going?
Right.
Okay. Kitch, you have to leave the room.
You have to leave the room for a moment.
Okay, so we're going to give you a topic.
Okay.
And then you have 30 seconds to go off on that topic. Even if you like what the topic is, you have to pretend you hate it, and you tell us
You
why.
have to rant. Yeah. You have to Chuckanana about it.
Chuckanana.
So go into the soundproof booth that's in the back of your
We know you have one.
home. You actually do.
He does.
He's
Kind of.
yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Is it safe?
Yeah. I think.
All right. All right.
Close the
Olivia.
door.
Cheater.
All right.
Cheetah. What do you think, Olivia? Anything come to
Yeah.
mind?
You know him best. One assumes.
I mean, it can be really basic, but
You saying he's a basic bitch?
what's that?
What? Are you saying he's a basic bitch?
Yeah.
What about Moscow Mules? Because he loves them. Or guitar players, singer-songwriters.
Yeah, guitar players.
Yeah. Okay.
Gluten intolerance.
He'd
I'm
be
just kidding.
he'd be happy going off about that though.
Yeah.
It's not. He doesn't like it. He just
No,
has
that's
it.
yeah. The people with gluten intolerance.
Air guitar.
Air guitars? But does he hate air guitar or does he love air guitar?
No, he doesn't mind it. I think. I guess.
We need something he really loves that we can make him act like he really hates.
Potatoes.
Potatoes?
Oh, I see.
He loves potato in all forms. Chip,
Okay.
fries.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's the one.
That's
Yeah.
it.
All right.
All right.
Can you
Kitch.
fetch him first?
Yep. Come back in.
All right. Let's make sure. Let's make sure Kitch is familiar. Like he's comfortable with what the rules are.
Okay. What are the rules? So I just got to go off about something.
Yes, we're gonna name a thing, and then your job, your mission, should you choose to accept it, which you will, is to go off on a rant against that thing.
Okay.
Understood?
You got 30 seconds.
You ready?
30 seconds and I got to go off. I'm not an actor like she is.
Don't worry about it. Just go with your gut.
Yeah, don't think. Just go off.
Just chuck a nana.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
All right,
Cat?
John.
Tell him what it is.
John, you have to do the whole like. All right, Kitch.
All right.
Chuckanana.
All right, Kitch.
Go on.
I'm gonna what? You're gonna chuck a nana, and the topic is in 3, 2, 1. Potatoes.
Go off.
Are you kidding me? Potatoes? Spuds? Oh, like, you know when like they get all like moldy and they start growing all these like disgusting tentacles out and they stick to the bottom of the drawer? It's just disgusting. They are disgusting. Ugh. And you peel them, and sometimes you peel them too far and you end up cutting yourself. And then you scrape back like one layer, and there's like a darker layer underneath, and then you scrape another layer, and it's darker again, and then it gets festy in there. It's just so disgusting.
Thank you, Kitch. You are officially in the Chuckanana Club.
There we go. I happen to love potatoes.
Of course you do. That's why we
This
chose
is a
it.
known thing.
I actually had a thread with my sister the other day where we just like went back and forth just saying the different types of ways you can eat potatoes. And that's we didn't say oh this is great or anything. We were just like patatas bravas. Like baked potatoes. It's just it just went back and forth. Chips.
Wait, I'm having a Forrest Gump replay in my head. Shrimp cocktail.
Shrimp
gumbo. Except
Boiled
it's potatoes.
Potato.
Potatoes are the best.
Good stuff.
But you
Well
guys
done.
are the best, really.
Nah,
no,
come
you.
on. Get
No,
out of
you.
here.
These Aussies, I'm telling you.
Guys.
Thank you for answering the call once again.
Of course.
Yes. You've never let us down.
Absolutely.
Well, I let you down last week. I'm sorry.
You did. You did in a big way. And we are
I probably
very
could have just
upset.
answered it and just had the team just standing behind me going, what are you talking about?
That would be amazing.
It could have made for a good story. That's all I'm saying. right.
Chad the Champ could have been
Chad
on
the
the
Champ.
podcast.
Yeah, love Chad.
No, we'll never have Chad the Champ on.
We could. It could
He's-
still
No.
happen.
Nope,
He's
too late.
from Cincinnati, so one day, you know.
Fuck him.
All right. Well, I think this is a natural stopping point. And Kitch, would you like to lead us in our signature sign off?
Where's the microphone on this? It's down here. I think it's
Oh,
down
it's
here.
right. You're
yeah.
on it. You're on it.
Found it.
Dead ass.
Fuck my pets.
Fuck my pets.
Fuck my pets.